Dear viewers, welcome to our channel GVS Bank Academy. Today I am going to discuss about CIB BFM Bank Financial Management Treasury Products Case Study. Treasury Products Case Study. This Treasury Products Case Study very important for JAB and CIB and promotional exam also, because we are discussing all the treasury products in one platform. That's why. Now, treasury products which the bank deals in their treasury, that is called treasury products. Treasury is a centralized function. Treasury investments or bank balance sheet, schedule number 8. Schedule number 8. Bank balance sheet, schedule number 8. Treasury products means treasury dealings. Normally, the integrated treasury in our banks, they are dealing with these products. What are these? We will see one by one. Products of foreign exchange market. It is related to foreign exchange. Spot rates. Spot. So spot rate means 90% of the trades are foreign market or spot rate. Spot rate means settlement is T plus 2. Value date is T plus 2 means trade day plus settlement is after 2 days. That is called T plus 2. Trade day plus 2 days. That is there. That is also called as value date. That is there. Spot rates, forward rates. Forward rate means beyond T plus 2 or exchange of foreign currency at a future determined date between the buyer and the seller of the forward contract. So settlement at a future date, settlement beyond T plus 2. We can say beyond T plus 2 also. Normally forward contracts or forward exchange contracts are non-exchange traded forwards. But forward contracts are very useful for products for exchange risk mitigation purpose. This is the. Then swaps. Swaps means exchange of one foreign currency to another foreign currency. That is called swap. Exchange of interest rate of one foreign currency interest rate into another foreign currency interest rate. Interest rate on. So this is about swaps. It is just like a barter system, and exchange of one currency against another currency, exchange of one rate of fixed to floating or floating to floating, again floating also, 91 day treasury bill to 91 day treasury bill to 182 day treasury bill, or 182 treasury bill to 364 days bill. So swap means the meaning is exchange of one to one. Investments of foreign exchange surplus. Bank, if any bank is having surplus in foreign exchange, they are going to invest, or they are going to give loans to exporters in the form of free shipment foreign currency and post shipment foreign currency in the form of loans and advances to exporters. First they will give exporters. This is the investment of any foreign exchange surplus. First they will give loans and advance to exporters. Remaining surplus is also there. Some banks they are investing abroad also. That is there. Rediscounting of foreign bills. After discounting of foreign bills, after export, from exporter banks are discounting the bills. After discounting, if banks required foreign funds, they are going to rediscount with the international funds or international banks. That is called as rediscounting of foreign bills. Rediscounting of foreign bills. So, in a nutshell, these are the banks are dealing with the following foreign exchange market products. One is spot, T plus 2, forward beyond T plus 2, swap, exchange of one currency to another currency, exchange of one rate of interest to another rate of interest. Investment of foreign exchange surplus. If any bank is having any foreign currency surplus, exchange surplus, they are going to invest first in the form of loans and advance to exporters, in the form of exporters, free shipment credit, post shipment credit in foreign exchange or foreign currency. Then rediscounting of foreign bills. Normally, these are the, in addition to that, they are dealing with the derivative products also. Already it is their forward rate derivatives. This is the major products which the banks treasury is dealing. regarding foreign exchange. Then money market products. Money market is very, very important. Money market is regulated by RBI. Money market period is 1 day to 1 year. 1 day to 1 year. This is it. Then for any country, development of financial market, money market is important. It is organized market. Call money means borrowing or lending for overnight, for 1 day. Borrowing or lending overnight, that is called call money. Notice money, borrowing or lending to 2 to 14 days. Borrowing or lending 2 to 14 days comes under notice money. Banks are allowed to borrow under call money, under plus notice money, maximum to the extent of 100% of its tier 1 and tier 2 capital. Banks borrowing from other banks. That is it. Term money. For withdrawal of notice money, 1 clear working day notice is required. For withdrawal of notice money, 1 clear working day is required. Term money, 15 days to 1 year. 15 days to 1 year. So, if any bank, based on bank's requirement, they will participate in call money or notice money or term money, either lender or borrowing. This is the, this. Then treasury bills. Government of India issuing treasury bills through Reserve Bank of India Public Debt Office for 91 days, 182 days and 364 days. These are the maturity periods. Minimum investment in treasury bill is 25,000. Face value is 100 rupees. Treasury bills are eligible for SLR securities. Treasury bills are issued at a discount. On maturity, the Reserve Bank is going to pay the face value of the treasury bill. This is about treasury bill. Treasury bills are part we can utilize as SLR securities. Cash management bills. Government of India borrowing less than or up to 90 days is called as cash management bills. So under cash management bills, RBI will issue for Government of India short-term mismatch of funds. These cash management bills are going to be issued. Maximum period of issue is 90 days only, 90. And settlement cycle under cash management bills is T plus 1, trade day plus 1, that is cash management. Then commercial paper. This is the commercial paper issued by corporates, all India financial institutions and non-banking financial companies without any net worth. Others are also allowed, but for issue of commercial paper, net worth requirement is 100 crores and above for others. Then face value of the commercial paper is 5 lakhs in multiples of 5 lakhs. And minimum issuance period is 7 days, maximum up to 1 year. Minimum 7 days, maximum 1 year. For issue of commercial paper, external credit rating required is A3. A3 from external credit rating. Buyback only after 30 days. Further, we had uploaded one separate YouTube PPT on commercial paper. Please see if anybody want. Again, certificate of deposit. These certificate of deposits are issued by banks and financial institutions. Banks for 7 days to 1 year. Minimum period is 7 days, maximum 1 year. For financial institutions, minimum 1 year, maximum up to 3 years. Face value is 5 lakhs in multiples of 5 lakhs for certificate of deposit also. And buyback after 7 days. Buyback after 7 days. For certificate of deposit also, separately we had uploaded one PPT on certificate of deposit. Repo, borrowing from RBI against SLR securities or from other bank also. Repo under LAF means borrowing from RBI is called as repo. Against SLR securities, banks are borrowing from RBI, that is called repo. Repo means repurchase obligations. Repo means abbreviation, repurchase obligations. That is part of LAF, liquidity adjustment facility. Under liquidity adjustment facility, repo, reverse repo, margin standing facility. Reverse repo means if any bank is having funds excess, that excess funds are going to be parked with the Reserve Bank of India. That is called reverse repo. Rate of interest on presently reverse repo is 3.35%. MSF, marginal standing facility, emergency borrowing, intraday liquidity borrowing from RBI against SLR securities, that is called MSF, marginal standing facility. Presently, banks are allowed to borrow under MSF equivalent to 3% of its net demand and time liabilities. Rate of interest is 4.25. TRIPS, TREPS, tripartite repo, operated by RBI. Minimum borrowing or lending amount is 5 lakhs, 1 day to 1 year. This is called a tripartite repo. And bills discounting also. Sometimes banks are discounting bills of other banks. Banks are also discounting their bills with the RBI. That is called bills rediscounting at bank rate. These are the money market products. These money market products are very important for JAB examination, CAB examination, and equivalent importance for promotional exam also, and also useful for overall interview management. This is there. Securities market products. Securities means trading after 1 year, means money market means up to 1 year. Securities market means beyond 1 year. Government issued for 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years. These are government securities. Now, government securities, no default risk, no credit risk. That is there. These securities are eligible for SLR securities, statutory liquidity ratio securities. These securities are going to be issued by RBI on behalf of government, Reserve Bank of India, Public Department, PDO, Public Department Office. Corporate debt paper, debentures and bonds, convertible bonds and equities. These 4: corporate, debentures, convertible bonds, equities. These are non-SLR securities. Non-SLR securities, number 1. There is a high risk is there and return is also there. Number 2. Number 3, default risk is there. Chances of this investment will to non-performing investment. At the time of investment by banks, lot of due diligence was required. This all comes under part of non-SLR. One or two times in CAB, what are the features of corporate debt securities? Means these are non-SLR. Normally, it will issue to 4 to 10 years. Here, government securities up to 30 years also. But corporate debt paper normally 4 to 10 years. Risk is more, reward is also more. And default risk is there, credit risk is there, chance of non-performing investments, that is there. So banks has to do lot of due diligence while investing in non-SLR securities when compared to Government of India securities. This is securities market. Normally securities market regulator is SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. This is there. And domestic and global markets. This is foreign institutional investments. On behalf of foreign institutional investments, banks are also purchasing and selling securities. Our Indian companies are issuing ADR, American Depository Issues, GDR, Global Depository Issued in international markets. ADR means listed in New York Stock Exchange. GDR, Global Depository Receipt, means listed in other than New York Stock Exchange. What is the benefit for issuance of these? Our Indian companies are getting foreign currency. Number 1, Indian companies are going to be recognized worldwide because of ADR and GDR issues. Sometimes they are asking question, ADR issued in denominated in dollars only, but GDR sometimes it may be GD in a dollar, or sometimes it may be other famous international currency, euro, other currencies also there. This is about ADR and GDR. ECB, Indian companies are borrowing external commercial borrowing. On ECB, 2 separate presentations are uploaded. through YouTube. Anybody want to see, please see that ECB. And LIBOR, the rate of interest on ECB is London Interbank Offer Rate or any other benchmark rate plus 450 basis point. This is the major advantage under ECB. Rate of interest is very nominal or less. Number one. Number two, for issuance of ECB, security cover is very less. Security are also not required or sometimes very less. So that is the major plus point in this. So ECB, LIBOR, London Interbank Offer Rate plus 450 basis point on ECB borrowings. Then foreign currency funds by banks. Sometimes banks needed funds, foreign currency, they will borrow from abroad also. And special facilities to exporters. Globally also and domestic also. If any exporter required foreign currency loans for export of free shipment, working capital or for shipment, our banks are doing special facilities to exporters in foreign currency and in INR also. This is the special facilities to export because exports comes under thrust area number one. This is the priority for Indian economy. We need lot of foreign currency, that's why. And exporters also, each account loan up to 40 crores comes under priority sector. Exporters, each account, individual, each borrowal account up to 40 crores, it will comes under priority sector. That's why this is also. ODI, overseas direct investments. Indian companies are allowed to investment in overseas market in their subsidiaries, associates and joint ventures up to 400% of net worth or 4 times of net worth. Indian companies are allowed to investment in their own subsidiaries, associates, joint ventures up to 400% or 4 times of net worth. This is the Reserve Bank of India guideline about the ODI. Last point is today's LRS, Liberalized Redemption Scheme. Compulsory question in all the exams. LRS. Under LRS, individuals, proprietorship firms are allowed to remit under this scheme US dollar 2,50,000 per financial year. This LRS is only applicable to individual and proprietorship. This is not applicable to partnership, HUF, firms, companies for financial year. What is the mandatory? Income tax number is mandatory. Income tax number is mandatory. So these are the important products. Out of this, very important is money market for all the examinations. For all JAB, CAB and we had also separately uploaded commercial paper, separately uploaded certificate of deposit is also separately uploaded. Call money, notice money also we had uploaded separate YouTube presentation. And ECB, 2 separate presentations are there. Anybody want to see further on this, please? So I think I had tried my level best for giving maximum inputs for your forthcoming examinations. Thank you very much, viewers, for your support. Thank you very much for all.